Hi everyone, today we are going to do the classification of amino acids. So amino acids can be classified into two major groups, that is the polar amino acids and the non-polar amino acids. Polar amino acids simply refers to hydrophilic amino acids, that is amino acids that love water and can interact with water, whereas non-polar amino acids are said to be hydrophobic, which means that they hate water and cannot interact with water. So it should be noted that the side chain of polar amino acids actually has a polarity in it. And given that these polar amino acids are hydrophilic in nature, it means that they have the ability to reside in an aqueous environment. In part 1 of this video, we saw that amino acids were the building blocks of proteins. So on a protein, the polar amino acids do reside on the surface of the protein, unlike the non-polar amino acids that reside on the center of the protein. And it should be noted that polar amino acids can be further divided into three subgroups. That is the neutral amino acids, the acidic amino acids, and the basic amino acids. The polar neutral amino acids simply refers to those amino acids whose side chains have either an oxygen atom or a sulfur atom. And what this oxygen atom or sulfur atom does is that it is electronegative, so it's going to pull electrons to itself, causing the oxygen or the sulfur to be slightly negative and the rest of the side chain to be slightly positive. So therefore it's going to cause a negative and a positive charge that will cancel out. And over here, the positive charge on the amino group will cancel, also neutralize the positive charge on the carboxylic acid group, therefore causing the entire amino acid to be neutral, to have no charge. So you should note that neutral amino acids do not have any charge on their surface. And the neutral amino acids that we do have are tyrosine, serine, threonine, asparagine, glutamine, and cysteine. Then the polar acidic amino acid simply refers to those amino acids whose side chain has more carboxylic acid groups than the amino groups, and only two of them do exist in nature. They are right here. That is the aspartate or aspartic acid and the glutamate or glutamic acid. So if this amino acid you see here, it has one carboxylic acid group and no amino group. So if this carboxylic acid group had a proton still attached to it, it would have been called aspartic acid. But given that the proton has been removed, it is called aspartate or glutamate. And then the polar basic amino acids are those amino acids whose side chain have more amino groups than carboxylic groups. And it should be noted that the net charge on a polar basic amino acid is positive. There are three of them in number, and I have abbreviated them as HAL, which is histidine, arginine, and lysine. These are the side chains that have been highlighted. On this side chain for lysine, you see that it has one amino group and a zero carboxylic acid group. This one has two amino groups and this one has one amino group. And the net charge on the basic amino acids is a positive. Then we also have the non-polar amino acids. The non-polar amino acids do not have any polarity on its side chain. That is, the number of carboxylic acid groups are equal to the number of amino groups. And it should be noted that non-polar amino acids are hydrophobic in nature, which means that they hate water. So in proteins, they are going to be located at the center of the protein because they don't interact with water. So we have aromatic amino acids. Aromatic amino acids are those amino acids that has at least one or more rings on its side chain, and there are three of them in number. We have tryptophan, which is right here, and then we have tyrosine and the phenylalanine. And it should be noted that amongst these three aromatic amino acids, tryptophan is the largest because it has a double ring structure on its side chain. And the most polar of the aromatic amino acids is tyrosine because it has a phenol group on its side chain, and the smallest is phenylalanine. Then here we also have the non-polar neutral amino acids. Non-polar neutral amino acids are those amino acids that have the same number of amino groups as carboxylic acid groups, and there are 7 of them in number. That is, they include glycine, alanine, valine, proline, leucine, isoleucine, and methionine. So this is the classification of amino acids. Please, if you like the video, I plead that you should subscribe and share. Thank you.